Did I drink that Kool-Aid? I definitely did. I drank that Kool-Aid. Today I want to share about my personal experience in personal coaching and how books from Oprah and other like-minded people totally changed my life. A few years ago, I went to a convention. I'm still part of a company called Pure Romance. I've been in the company for probably a year or so. And I always, I needed to learn. I didn't know nothing about running a business, my in-home party business. And any opportunity to learn, I've always been that person. I go to convention without really knowing much of it. It's my first convention ever with Pure Romance, which those conventions did a lot for me throughout the years. But this particular convention, in my personal life, it was the weirdest thing. My life was beautiful. I had moved from Puerto Rico to Connecticut, and I have two beautiful children. They were thriving at school. The school system over there was amazing. My husband at that time, we had a really nice life. Everything was beautiful. We had a beautiful home. My job, everything was perfect. And yet I felt like something was missing. I had a struggle, and honestly, I was like, there's no reason for me to feel like this, okay? I go to convention and I hear all these amazing classes. They always brought a lot of different people to convention. But here is where I met Lisa Jimenez. Okay, so Lisa Jimenez, and I have a few things here that I wanted to share with you. She has a lot of, she's been doing personal coaching for many, many years, but Conquer Fear and I have the book and I have the audiobooks. I'm one of her groupies, okay? So don't mess with the princess. This was really, I was like, oh my God. I felt at that convention that Lisa was speaking to me. It was just so weird. I've never had done personal coaching ever in my life. And I went crazy. I decided to pay for personal coaching without my finances being all there. And yes, I used a credit card. Personal coaching could be a little pricey. But it's just an investment that if you're looking for something to get you unstuck, definitely I recommend it. I saw her at this, I met her, we spoke a little, then I thought about it. We get a little like, oh my God, I'm crazy. But we exchanged emails and I decided to go for it. And, brought the credit card out and I went for it. Totally, I'm going to share exactly a few points that were huge in my life, okay? One being the vision. Like when you really don't know, I know I want to thrive and I want to do more things, and I've always been very goal-oriented and very driven. But where am I going? Sometimes we have that lack mentality and a lot of other things. Personal coaching is just going to help you kind of put that address on the GPS to move forward. If you feel stuck like I was at that time. Let me tell you, not only did I kind of put that address on the GPS to kind of move forward, but I also started researching and looking for more ways to learn. And I've always liked to read. I enjoy reading the real books, not like on the computer or on the phone. But one of the things I have a few books, and one is Oprah. So I've followed Oprah. I'm one of her groupies for sure. Literally anything that she's, her show for all those 25 years. In addition to personal coaching, which really changed my life, I started reading different books and getting, acquainted with different personal coaches, someone like Tony Robbins. I've been following. You probably, have, if you watched anything from Tony Robbins, you just, put it there on YouTube, you're going to see so many stories of people, different people just following one piece of advice from him, and it changes everything. So that could be with any coach, with any, there's so many resources out there. Oprah Winfrey, I'm her groupie, legit. Like anything that she posts out there, I have her planner. As a matter of fact, I wanted to share that because that's one of the things that I learned to do that I did not do. She's been journaling since she's, I don't know, like 14 years old, always writing. I didn't used to do that. And I started doing that. It changes everything. She has this, I love this. So you have the Making Life, Living Well, a daily practice. So you have a daily practice. You get to write your goals, it could be for a few years, or your weekly reflections. It just keeps it nice for you to have it. I usually have this next to my bed, so you could kind of be feeding that brain for all the time. That's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you're constantly feeding your brain and your goals, because life is going to get difficult. We all know that. And if you have that little motivation, it's going to help. So anything from Oprah, Tony Robbins, I have Lisa Jimenez. I did the personal coaching. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and post all this. Any information that I have, I'll go ahead and share with you. If by chance I mention something here in this video and I forget to post the information, post in the comments, and I'll make sure that I post it there, or I'll send it directly to you. If you haven't downloaded my ebook, my free ebook, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and post it in the link. It's free. It's very helpful to get you to recognize what your talents are, your gifts. And it's going to help you, point you in the right direction of what you want to do. If you're stuck, again, I felt like life was beautiful, and yet I was missing some things, and that changed everything. I wanted to also mention, I go to a lot of conventions, like I started with the video. I was able to go to Oprah's. She came to Florida a few years ago I think it was right before the pandemic. Yeah, because I think after she had like the third event, they shut her down. But I went with my friend Eve. That experience for me was, because again, I'm a groupie. Like I love her so much. So one of the things that you go to these type of events, other than all the learning, you get to see that honestly, we're not doing this on our own. There's a lot of people in different places in life, people that have, this like 100 degrees, and that they have great positions, and they're still looking to do something. People that are trying to probably write a book. Have you ever thought about writing a book? Have you thought, okay, so how do I start? If you brainstorm and you follow these personal coaches, or you even pay for, like I did for personal coaching, it makes a huge difference. It brings, this is the word that I learned from Lisa Jimenez, clarity. Like she's like, you need to write this down. You need to do a daily practice, because this, what it does for you is brings clarity. You know what you want probably, or you don't know what you want. So you want clarity where you want to go. What else? I wanted to share, for if you have young ones you have young ladies or even gentlemen, they have a lot of personal coaching for younger ones, and it's just easier because they're still sponges and they're still learning, and it's easier to learn something good than to unlearn something. Those limiting beliefs that we don't even recognize that we have. It's hard to kind of reprogram your brain. So again, I wanted to share with you about personal coaching, how it changed my life. I wanted to encourage you to look for different options. And even if you don't go, and to me, the personal coaching with Lisa was huge only because I was not familiar with it. I've never thought that people literally paid for that. And at that point, to me, that the money that I was paying was a lot of money. Right now, obviously, I don't see it like that. But at that point, it was like, holy, I'm going to do this. But hey, it worked. It changed the way that I see things, the way that I approach things. And you're going to see, like, ever since, one of the biggest, I have a lot of, I'm very hyper, and I have a lot of, if those of you that know me personally, know that I'm always, and that's exactly what my channel is, I'm always wandering. So I'm wandering from one place to another. I learn something and I'm kind of ready for the next thing. I'm working at I have some sort of job, and I'm ready to do something else, or to bring it, to incorporate that whatever I learned and do more. Before personal coaching, a lot of people, well, even now, a lot of people are like, oh my God, you can't do everything. And I'm like, yeah, why? Can someone explain why can't I do something? I could try it. It may be that it's for me. It may be that I love it. It may be that it's boring. Yeah, I tried this and it's not for me. But you tried it, and you learn from it. And I have, ever since I've done the personal coaching, I've had multiple sources of income, but having fun. To me, that's the biggest thing. You want to make sure, yes, we all have those bills to pay. I have to do some jobs that I don't love because the bills keep on coming. However, in the majority, my life right now at this point, and I've been in the company for 17 years. So it's been like 16 years since I started personal coaching. And I've learned, or my life has changed in different ways. But one of the biggest thing is that I understand that I could have multiple sources of income and doing things that make me happy, that are not feeling like I'm not drained. I never ever, I promise you, I never ever wake up and say, oh, I gotta go to work. It never happens. I wake up, I'm grateful, and I get to go to work. So that's the difference. You get to go to work. Something you have to. There's certain things that paperwork and filing claims. I'm an agent as well, a health insurance agent. Filing claims for Aflac or combined. It's I don't love that part. But in general, I get to do things that are great. And everything was plugged in since I started doing personal coaching. That's why I decided that I wanted to share this with you. I'll make sure that I post all the information that I can below. And feel free to comment if I mention something here that it's not in the notes. Feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. This channel, if you like this video, I really appreciate it if you subscribe, okay? And the channel is basically this. I'm going to be sharing different ideas and different experiences from my friends, from people that I know personally that have been able to use their gifts, their talents to make, to make a difference and to pay the bills, but in a fun way, something that's fulfilling, something that you don't wake up dragging your feet, and know that we have all these superpowers and we have this great energy that we could turn into good and make a difference for other people and make a difference for your lives, okay? So that's what I have. I'll see you, and thanks for watching. Take care.